How to upgrade the system software on a CT50 Android. Today, we will show you how to upgrade the system software on the CT50 Android mobile terminal. For this, two files are needed to complete the process: the firmware file, the common ES file. Download these files from the Software Download Center at https://hsmftp.honeywell.com/en. The path to the files is There are two different versions for the firmware: the GMS version, which stands for Google Mobile Services, and the non-GMS version. Google Mobile Services, with other words, are the Google-owned apps like Google Chrome or Google Maps that often come pre-installed on the Android devices. Just choose the version your organization has agreed upon. Once downloaded, copy the relevant firmware file, Helsinkiad for Android 4 or CT50M for Android 6, and the Honeywell Common ES Android zip files into one of these folders on the CT50. Internal storage /Honeywell/auto-install, IPSM card /Honeywell/auto-install, /Honeywell/auto-install, which will copy the file data onto a microSD card if installed. Once copied, now press and hold the power button on the top of the CT50. On the screen, press Reboot. Upon reboot, the auto-install application should begin the installation. Once completed, verify the installation has been successful by going into the sysinfo and checking if the incremental version corresponds to that of the new files. In case the installation doesn't initiate upon reboot, go through the following steps to install the files via the recovery menu. Copy the Helsinkiad and the Honeywell Common ES Android zip files into one of these folders on the CT50, IPSM boot, SD card boot if an SD card is installed. Press and hold the power button on top of the CT50. Press Power Off. Now carefully follow the next steps and press the correct keys in sequence in order to enter the recovery mode. For CT50 Android 4, press and hold the left scan and volume up button until the device displays recovery mode, then release the buttons. For CT50 Android 6, press and hold the volume down and power button until the device displays recovery mode, then release the buttons. Press the power button to enter the recovery menu and navigate with the volume up and volume down buttons in order to select the appropriate location to apply the update form based on the location that was chosen on step 1. Once at the relevant location, select the Helsinkiad and press the power button. The upgrade will initiate. Once finished, the device reverts to the recovery mode menu. Now repeat steps 5 and 6 for the Honeywell Common ES Android. Select the Reboot System now and press Power button. Important notes about folder names. In case a folder like Honeywell or auto-install has to be manually created, make sure that these are entered in all lowercase characters. Although Android is not case-sensitive, the bootloader, as being a low-level Linux program, is case-sensitive, and so are folder names. Using incorrect folder names like Honeywell/auto-install can generate problems. For this specific example, use Honeywell/auto-install instead.